The king of Denmark died, and 2 months later, his wife Gertrude married his brother Claudius. His son Hamlet, the prince of Denmark, got very mad at his mother because he felt like he wasn't respecting the memory of his dead father, and he got depressed. He was like tired of the world, and he stopped doing his sports and he stopped reading.
After the father's death, the guards of the platform told Hamlet that they have seen the ghost of his father at 12 at the night, and that they recognize him by his armor that he was wearing. So Horatio and Hamlet stayed in the night one day, and they wait for him, and then they saw him, and Hamlet and the ghost, or it was his father, like go alone, and they talk, and the ghost tell him that his uncle killed him, and that he was one day sleeping at his garden, and he poured some poison in his ear, so that he has to take revenge for the memory of his dad. And at first Hamlet seems confused because he doesn't know that if the ghost is real or it's just his imagination. So he is confused and he doesn't know what to do, so he decides to investigate Claudius, his uncle, to see if he was the one who killed his father.
So Hamlet decides that he needs to know if the ghost is telling the truth or not, because he's still doubting him, because he doesn't know if it's real or not. So he decides to do a play, because in history some criminals have been found guilty because they have been in a play that recreates the crime that they participated in, and how they react is what tells if they're guilty or not. So Hamlet decides to put up a play in which a king is killed by his brother, and he wants to find out how Claudius reacts to know if he's guilty or not. So at the end of the play, Claudius leaves. So the queen asked for Hamlet, and they went into a closet to talk, and he starts hearing a voice outside in the hall, and he just decides to kill whoever is outside the closet, but he doesn't know truly if it's Claudius or not. And he kills whoever was outside the closet, and it turns out it was Polonius, the father of Ophelia, the woman that Hamlet was in love. And so he creates a problem because now Ophelia hates them and also his brother.
Claudius decides to send Hamlet to England, saying that he was protecting him because otherwise he would have had to kill him. So, but he sends him, he writes a letter saying that at the instant he touches English floor, he has to be killed. Hamlet suspects of it and changes their names in the letter with the guards that were going with him. Then, when they're in the ship, a pirate ship comes, and Hamlet decides to defend the crew, and he jumps into the pirate ship, and his own ship goes away to England, and he stays in the pirate ship. The pirates, expecting to get reward for returning Hamlet to Denmark, leave him in a Denmark seashore, and and then when he writes a letter to Claudius saying that he's coming back, and then that he wants to fight with him. But when he gets to the kingdom, he sees that he sees that everyone is in a funeral, and it's Ophelia's funeral. And then he finds out that she got mad when she found out that Hamlet, his true love, had killed his father. So when she was like crazy and distracted, she was picking up flowers, and then she wanted to put them in the top of a tree, and then she fell down the river and sank.
Now that Hamlet is back and Laertes knows that Hamlet was the one who killed his father, Laertes wants to take revenge and kill Hamlet in his father's name. So, as Claudius and Laertes both want Hamlet to be dead, Laertes and Claudius make a deal. So they're gonna tell Hamlet that they're gonna be on an even fight to see who wins, but Laertes has a sword that has venom on the top. So when they're fighting, Laertes has an advantage on Hamlet. And when they're fighting, they see Gertrude, Hamlet's mother, drinking a cup with the venom which they used for the sword. So Gertrude is dying, and then in the fight, Laertes hurts Hamlet with the sword. So Hamlet is dying with the venom, but then Laertes is also hurt by the sword, so he's also dying. And when he's almost about to die, Hamlet hurts Claudius also, so they were both three dying, and Gertrude is also dying on the floor. Yeah. ¿Alguien quiere decir un?
Okay. At the end, because of all the people that are dying, it makes it the greatest tragedy of Shakespeare.